This is Paul. Yeah. If there's any question, yeah, about what I'm going to do today, it's 8:10. I'm going to the senior center. Yeah. And the computer lab is only available until noon. Yeah. Then I'll probably go to the library. Go into the study room. Yeah. And then probably go to dinner. Now, obviously, there's no electricity here. There's no water. Yeah. And you would say, well, what are you going to do? I'm going to ask that the individuals that own this, yeah, they can talk to their attorney, yeah, that they would serve notice on the charity that's been paying the rent. Yes. And then they would have to inform me that, Paul, the rental agreement has been terminated and you have until the end of February to move. Now, a lot of these things are month to month, from the first of the month to the 31st. It made sense to me to turn the electricity off on the 31st. Yeah. And even if I hadn't found a place to live on the 30th of this month, yeah, I would have voluntarily stayed at the homeless shelter. Now, I have a problem that the actual amount of items that I own exceed the capacity of the backpack that I have. Yes. So I'd have to find some place to put those personal items. I used to have a much larger backpack. And it's one of these where I don't want to just throw everything I own away. Yes. But that seemed to be the impression of the city right now. Oh, he can just throw it all away. He doesn't have to have a change of clothing. He doesn't have to have any socks or any personal items. He can just carry a backpack on his back and live in a homeless shelter. Now, gross negligence is a term, yeah, where that means voluntary and conscious conduct, including a failure to act by those that are in police and sheriff's departments. Yes, by a person who, at the time of the conduct, yeah, knew that the conduct was likely to be harmful to my health. Yes, and the well-being of my person. Yeah. Now, I'm feeling good about the rent that's been paid for the last few months. Yes. And nobody's ever told me what they did with the money. No. And I feel good about the rent being paid. Yeah. But my personal health and well-being is being, well, negatively affected. Yes. I shouldn't have to live right now in a residence where I've been paying rent. Yes. And it's been documented in the Department of Social and Health Services that a percentage of the rent was used to pay the electricity, the water, the sewer and garbage, yes, the telephone, yes, the laundry needs, right. And that when you decide, well, the city's just going to turn it off, not for failure to pay the utilities, because those were being paid, yes, for failure of me being able to put the utilities in my name. Now, I'm sure about the conversation on Wednesday the 15th at 10:39 a.m. Yeah. And I'm sure about the emails that I've communicated. Yes. And it's not that I want to cause any sort of animosity. Yes. But I think the court needs to handle this situation of terminating the rental agreement with the charity. Yes. So that they can be in control of what they decide to do with me next. So we'll just have to contact the attorneys. Yes. Have them motion the court. Right. Issue one of these termination of rental agreement contracts. Yes. Give that to the charity. They can send a copy of it to me. They can scan it in and PDF it. Yeah. And then make at least until the end of February. Yes. Where I know that they know, yes, that they're not going to pay the rent here anymore after the month of February. Now, there might be somebody right now. Well, we're going to have to do it. Yes. Now, I'm sure about the very good relationship that I have with the individuals that own the house. Oh, and since I'm not wanting to be a burden on them, yes, I'm thinking the city's getting a large loss.